Hello. This looks like it's working. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing okay, and I hope you can see and hear me in that. It seems to be on. All of the stuff seems to be happening. Gonna open a game. Don't do these very often. That's the last time I did one. Mythwind. Like anytime it's a big, intriguing box. I'm very excited about this. So I want to delve in. Hey, James. Hey, Monica. Hey, Plays the Think. You're working during an unboxing. Don't they let everyone have a break for this? Clearly not. I'll have a word. Put me in touch. I'll sort them out. So this is a great big campaign, like, I don't want to say RPG thing, like adventure game. There's like some kind of stamina system. There's some kind of fail forward system. All stuff that was on like the purchase page and the back of the box. I haven't unsealed it. It's in kind of a. It wasn't sealed. It was in like a big plastic bag that seemed to keep it safe in its enormous box. I have to admit, by not really doing that much research, definitely into the size of the box and stuff, it was a shock when it came. It's not like it's not Gloomhaven size, but it's getting it. Maybe it is Gloomhaven size because Frosthaven was bigger, wasn't it? Yeah, Gloomhaven adjacent, if not exactly that size. But it's one of them that's got like I can't really lift it properly, but you know, like Descent, the new Descent had. It's got like a divot in the middle. So let's dive in. You can support the channel on Patreon and Ko-fi. That's how I'm able to do any of this. Agemonia has come second in this month's vote, but I did put things unlike usual. Usually things have to arrive and be 100% before I put them in the vote. But I put Slay the Spire and Agemonia thinking, oh, they're going to be coming very soon. This has just come into stock in shops in the UK at least. I know that backers have had theirs for a while, and people that got sent one. I am not either of those groups, so here's mine now. Slay the Spire. Still no word on it, surprisingly. As soon as I get it, I'm going to be even, no offence, Agemonia, even more excited about Slay the Spire, but it's not here, so we're just going to have to live with the excitement of opening all of this. Oh, so I thought it was like some big print thing, which it is. It's some lovely art, but also, I mean, love it already. A guide to how you set everything up, what's going to go in what tray, how to put all of the trays back. 100%, like 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Seriously, I love games doing that. Especially, I can't remember what was the other game I ended up. We didn't really enjoy it when we played it, but there was a game with loads and loads of trays in it. Hey, having to go onto a Board Game Geek and see threads and look at people's galleries and stuff to see what's meant to go where. A guide to put it everywhere. Fantastic. So I assume these are like the maps that we play on, right? If they're like dots like for player count or something like that. We'll have a look. If we ever dive into some of them. Hey Michael, how's it going? I didn't get the Mimi pack. I am on the fence. So the shops, maybe they'll have it in stock now. For pre-order, I pre-ordered this from Meeple's Corner, which, aside from Agemonia, I just saw that Meeple's Corner are going to be shutting, which I'm absolutely gutted about. I can afford as many games as I used to lately, but especially when I was like starting up into realizing what Essen was, Meeple's Corner were probably the best for like actually stocking Essen games after the show. And yeah, I ordered loads and loads from there in the past, so I'm gutted about that. And more recently, like in the last year or so, they started doing 3D printing, which I've had a couple of things from there. Some stuff for Shadows of Brimstone, and yeah, it's great because I'm never going to have a 3D printer, so it's great that someone who knows what they're doing could do it. But yeah, thanks Meeple's Corner for delivering my order all beautifully and for existing for so long and being brilliant. And I'm gutted that you're going. So yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, that was answering a question, wasn't it? I was talking about they didn't have the miniature box. So yeah, this is about £140 for the game itself, and then there is a separate. I think UK stocks are going to be stocking the miniatures box. That so your characters. We'll see this in a minute. Just have a look at some of the lovely art on the boards here. I say boards. They're just like thin cardboard mats. But that's all you need. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They're not like the postery things from Tales of from the Red Dragon Inn, and they're not like really thick punch board. Somewhere in between. But yeah, I haven't yet had the minis box. So this comes, as I understand it, your characters are minis, like Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. Your characters are minis, but all of the enemies are standees. And I think for about 75, 80 pounds extra, you could have all of the enemies be minis as well. Which, on the one hand, in recent years, I've been painting. I'm more keen on minis, especially but now I am keen on minis. I've also got too many, and there's a massive backlog of Marvel United. Although there's a lot of Marvel United painted at the moment. I'm pleased with my progress. It's been rubbish lately because I've done something to my arm. It's another reason I can't lift on this box and show it to you. It's dead weird. It feels weird saying that, but yeah, my right arm's not. It can't pick things up. It can pick little things up, of course. But yeah, I haven't had the minis box yet, and I think there's something extra. I don't know if you have to order it from the publisher. There's like some kind of stamina chip upgrade or something like that. This is just vanilla as the game comes. So it looks like we've got a map here, like locations to go to, scenarios to have, and on the other side of the map, oh, is this achievements and things? So this is Runedale, and then we've got something here, steps on the city to do stuff with. There is. I thought I saw something poking out here. A sticker sheet. It's like legacy adjacent things. Although these look like they might be removable stickers. And we've got some scenario record sheets. So keep track of all your scenarios. You have a little close-up of that. Hero journal. Track of all your stuff. You get a class and a profession at level 2. These some other sheets. Looks like they're all the same in there. We've got another little bit of art. Hiding text errata. August. Must have been too late to like put it in the rulebook, but I can still put an extra sheet in. Just like a couple of, like, not many things. Yeah, it is way too much time stroking Mario. Although at the moment, now it's suddenly got hot from being kind of late winter straight into hot summer. Well, it's been that hot today. But in general, Marty's doing all of his summer molting like mad, and it's been a right fuss part at the moment. Don't want to be stroked. So I don't know if this is spoilers looking at the contents list, but spoilers if you don't want to see it. We'll probably see them as we unbox the stuff though. There's your components. So this is a rules reference. So I've got a feeling that this is going to be like teach you as you go, which I'd be up for. Because I know, like, I meant to say this at the start actually, one of the reasons that I've gone for it, despite not knowing too much about it, is Paul Grogan raving about it. If Paul's raving about something, then I pay attention. So, oh, is it lovely books as well? But I haven't watched his How to Plays because I didn't have it. I didn't know if I was going to get it. So, are we playing on books? Oh, you've got an inflammation in your right shoulder, so you could barely lift your arm. Oh, that's horrible. Sorry to hear that. I've done something to a tendon apparently. Not sure. I can't see anyone for about a month about it. So we'll find out. Hopefully it'll go away. Because it's weird trying to remember not to pick things up with that arm. Because drop them or it really hurts. So yeah, tutorials. So this is book 1, isn't it? Campaign book 1. So there's companion app with, I would said this on the bottom as well, that there's a campaign app for voiced like story, an introduction and audiobook for each hero, an interactive map of Runedale detailing all locations and scenarios, a map of the world of Agemonia detailing all locations and scenarios outside of Runedale, tracking your party level and scenarios, tracking your reputation, tracking the keywords. I'll be getting that then. It does say in big letters on the bottom of the box as well, the app isn't required, but it is available and free. And for each scenario, voice-acted introductions and outcomes, atmospheric soundscapes, Tracking of enemy health and conditions, recording of scenario outcomes, and achievements attained. That's pretty great. And it's got a DICE tutorial, which is cool. Like, I remember DICE asked me to do a video for them years and years ago now when I did a video for, was it Blood Rage? A game I wouldn't normally play, but it was undiced. And so I learned the game that way, and it was great. It was a great tutorial. There was also one for Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, which was a good tutorial. It was the same as the tutorial in the book. It was a cool way of learning the game, but now it's like text-to-speech or like an AI voice or something like that. I don't like that as much. It was much better for Blood Rage when it was a voice actor giving it some welly. So yeah, introducing the rules scenario by scenario for the first few at least. What did it say there for the first couple? Maybe like 3 scenarios. Then we get to Runedale, and it's going to unlock some stuff for us. So do we go through like... we go through some rules, learning stuff, and then... is this like introducing scenarios to us? Spoilers if you look closely enough. They don't want to spoil a load of things for you. Different levels of things. So, oh yeah, why would we be playing in the books? We've got the things there. You've seen the maps. You're playing on them. So scenario book 2. So, oh no, there is some of that. Look, there are some maps in the books. So a mixture. Maybe like they'll be in the books, and then if they're too big or too small, they go on the tiles as well. And then there's a storybook there, which like, I want to flick through, but I don't want to. I won't linger on it. Like, you don't have to look at the text, but it looks like a nice big chunk of story. And there's meant to be like good puzzly stuff in there as well. Like, it's not just about like go through the scenarios, kill all of the things. There's meant to be some puzzly story aspects to this. So some trays that for now are empty, but I've got, if you didn't see it at the start, lovely guide of what's going to go in each of these things. So empty trays to be on. Ooh, I see minis. So yeah, I think I was saying to Rach, like, so James, I saw you ask me somewhere. We're doing a campaign live stream of this. I don't know if we'll be doing a live stream of it. Rach and I, like, I wonder if maybe like Arkham, the Hemlock Vale that we've been doing, maybe we'll just film our play of it. Maybe we'll do it live. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I was wondering, like, maybe we pick our characters and I'll try and paint them. I just haven't got much time to paint them because we've got some free time soon, and I'd like to get cracking on it. So let's have a look at some minis of the characters. If my green screen camera is locked focus, so I can't show them you all big because it focuses down here rather than up here. I can show you them big and blurry. That focus is lovely and locked to show us cards all close up. But yeah, nice minis. Somebody's got a pet. Somebody's got a pet lizard. The big camera might actually... some kind of lizardman archer. The big camera should autofocus. There you go. This guy. It takes a few seconds, but it'll get there. I know nothing about them. We've got some, what are these, 12-sided dice with a big no on the top and a 0. Okay. And then we've got these red and blue dice, like hits and crits, shields on this, I imagine. Right, I was thinking I need to remember how this goes back, but I've got a guide, haven't I? Let's dig into this non-empty tray. What have we got in here? Cylinders. Ooh. Some gems. Some blue and yellow gems. A ton of stands. And what's in here? Some dual layer boards. Are these the characters? Lunara Brindelian. Unlocks at level 2. I assume that our heroes get these then. I don't know why I'm trying to preserve the paper band so much. I think they're the character names. Right, pop that over there. We've got a lovely bit of foam that seems to have the logo in it a bit, if you can really see that. Some more empty trays. A pink empty tray with some numbers in the back. I assume the punch boards are going to be on the bottom then. More emptiness. Loads of space for tiles and things. And, oh, are these individual... Oh, this is quite heavy. Are these individual trays for all of the characters? Oh, no, these have got a lot of things in... Oh, they've got loads of things in them. So are these the people that we play as? And maybe you get like an extra... You get a set for... You get a tray for each of your guys? What are all these trays for then? A book for them. Person gets a book. Some books seem bigger than others. Special story books. Ooh. See, I like as much as I like obsessing over things before they arrive. Deciding, oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to get Agemonia, and then deciding at the last minute, I'll pre-order it. It's cool just going into it. So I think this is just like one more character in each tray, and these would probably be the trays you take into it, right? Because it's a 1 to 4 player game. Yeah, I would assume that's what these trays are. And a couple empty. Thorax there. Oh, that's the big guy. So, running out of space. You can go there. Yeah, there's some punch boards. Some silica gel as well. Put them in my silica gel vault for when it becomes currency. And this has got to be cards, right? It's coming. It's coming. Doesn't look like anything's happening, but it's happening. Come on. It stopped happening. Chunk. Ooh. Plastic tray. Where's my little knife? You should have had this ready. So you can tell I'm not an experienced unboxer, can't you? Oh well, hopefully the cards have got nice little seals around them that I can open and show you bits. I can't get to it. Oh, so we've got some little cards here. These like skills. So I've got a little Stanley knife in here just for these eventualities, and I've put it somewhere. Hang on. It's in the pen pot where it's meant to be. But usually, it's lying around somewhere. That's where I know it is. I don't know it's been tidied away into the pen pot. Same for the pens. You want a pen, just look around your immediate vicinity. Let's have a close-up look at some cards here. What are these? Are these going to be... Oh, are these going to be like enemy direction cards? Where's my rulebook underneath everything? Rules reference book. Tell me what this card back means. Condition cards. Oh, like you can't move. Discard token when resolved. You've been held. You're bleeding. Start of your turn, take a damage. Okay, so we've got condition cards. What else have we got in here? We've got a time symbol. What do they mean? Fate cards. What's a fate card look like? They've got numbers on. We've got a load of numbers. We've got a load of blood. What's this? Injury cards. Makes sense. You can be Dave. You're dazed. You're gonna Dave. You can be Dave, and then you'll be last in initiative. Strained hurts your recovery. An injured ankle. Is that -1 to your movements? Trap cards. Fire burst. Nerve gas. And then it looks like we've got... Oh, numbered cards. Maybe I shouldn't be digging through these ones. Oh, these are items. So you can have a look at spoilers. It's just at the bottom of a deck, though. I haven't got a cover card in it, so look at the rune of the star there. If no red arrow, that X equals +2. It'll mean something at some point, won't it? So yeah, a couple of big bricks of item cards. Master talents. And there's a whole other box of these cards. I wonder how... Is it getting divided by this plastic? Hi, Dan. This is Agemonia. A big box of campaigny stuff. Initiative cards. Okay. Initiative cards. They're like heroes and baddies on them. What are these? Are these allies? Oh, henchmen. There is an ally deck. If this was blue, you see some henchmen that might appear. And some of their art on there. I assume these guys have got like standees going to them. Some cards that relate to the characters. I assume these are going to be like pick one of two paths maybe for your character. Have we got pets? Why do you think these are pets? Because it's like a collar. Professions. Okay. Oh yeah, they've got loads of different backs. Like professions you can get. Give you different talents. Oh, pet training, that is. Jade figurine. Oh yeah, space for sleeves as well if you took them out. Is there more like stuff underneath, or is the plastic just to raise it up? I think the plastic's just raising it up, right? And then a load more. Oh, huge cards. Okay, that's why the boxes are big then. And then, so these are... Okay, tarot-sized cards. City events and scenarios and things. Twilight Watch, the mysterious Callion, has asked you to guard a warehouse in the Northgate district. Head to the warehouse to this story entry, or play the scenario to play that scenario. It looks very nice. I like the art I've seen. We haven't seen a lot of art so far, but I like the graphic design of it all in all. Everybody's dead, Dave. So we've got loads of events and things. Again, I assume like spoilers and stuff. I'm not going to look too closely at them. An imposter at the library. Pet training. Oh, so you must like take on a profession? Pet training. Not interested what any of the others are. World cards, a refugee caravan. So do we have like events on the way to scenarios and like town things when we get back as well? That would be cool. Reference cards for city. Oh yeah, the city phases, the scenario phases. So reference cards for those. I am going to assume numbers mean secrets, so I won't delve into them. Are they artifacts? And then what were the towers? Have we got dividers for these things? That would be amazing. Are these all scenarios, but they've maybe just got different backs? Yeah, maybe they're going to lead onto scenarios and things. So we've got a ton of cards just in there. So I assume we haven't seen items. Well, we've seen items, yeah. So what's going to be in the other box? And I imagine a ton of punch boards and things. Let's get them put away. Don't want to lose that pet training card. There's the cards from there. Yeah, then you have to play Dungeon Pets. Yeah, publisher's missing a trick there. CGE. Do a big dungeon crawler. And to level up. To discover this area, you've got to play a game of Through the Ages. To level up your pet, play a game of Dungeon Pets. Okay, this one's heavier. It's coming. It's coming. And most of the table's now just taken up with this almost empty box, isn't it? There we go. A fair few huge punch boards. Not Gloomhaven level, but nothing else really reaches the crazy heights of Gloomhaven's punch boarding. Well, Frosthaven did. Right, have a bit more space to look about. I can't get anything out. Come here, you. So we've got here. Oh, are these all like tarot-sized things? Oh, these are spoilers. Okay. So I might not even open these decks. So yeah, spoiler alert. Do not reveal cards from this deck unless instructed. So maybe I could have looked at those artifacts and things. Oh, do not read or reorder any cards unless instructed to. I haven't reordered them. So I think then these are all... Yeah, these are all numbered. Don't look in these decks. So, where's the lid to this? Okay, then. Yeah, it does look like it's going to take up a load of space. I'm sure like these trays and stuff will help. And you won't need all of this out, will you? I imagine. I mean, you could for all I know, couldn't you? Oh. Let's have a look at these then. So, oh, we had those trays, didn't we? That was like level 2, get something here. So these must be like skills that the characters get. Don't slide back in, little knife. I'm trying to unbox. We'll have a look at some... Okay, so the one that we saw, I imagine then, this is what you get in the base game. Cardboard health chips, and then if you got the upgrade, they would be like more like chip theory things, I imagine. So yeah, it looks like we've got a load of skills for the characters. We'll just plop this right in the trays, won't I? Because there's a lot of different characters as well. I think you only play as one, like each person. Some money. Oh, that'll be what that tray was for. Artifacts to find, maybe. Are these like initiatives? Because they're the character names, aren't they? If this thing popping in briefly. Hello. You're playing Tales of the Red Dragon Inn at the moment. You love it. Brilliant. I love Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. It's just fun, but in a slightly more grown-up way. Yeah, I kind of... But like one of the good things about Tales from the Red Dragon Inn is that like it's got that variability and ongoing stuff and choices and pick your ability cards and that, but it's pretty sleek with it, isn't it? I wonder if this is like a... Not quite a Gloomhaven thing, but on the way too. So we've got more like artifacts and things. Ooh, a great big thing here for like scenarios. The Mansion of Broken Hearts. And some terrain things. Oh, that's come out. Had to happen, didn't it? And here we go. Here's some standees. Can we... We don't need to see the whole box anymore. Where's my remote? We can just zoom in on this bit, can't we? And then the camera will hopefully focus on it. But you haven't aligned it properly. So we go. Some lovely enemies. Some big gloopy ball here. Some big spiders. Oh, some bosses. Some big daddies. Some plants, some giant slug. I realize you're not seeing it all. There's cards in the way. I can't move too much. A lot of tokens then. Well, that's all of the standees. And then these are the... Okay, on one side it's blue. On one side it's blood drops. And these are going to be the... like health chips and stuff. So I think... like... I don't know. I don't want to delve into like... the book too much. Like I'm wary of like... It told me don't open any of the bits. if I have a look, like, when we're going to get to this, you do an action and a maneuver in either order. Oh yeah, you've got like actions on your hero board then. We saw a couple when we saw the hero boards, and those things later must be adding like action options. It tells us about those story cards, earning achievements, recording your campaign. We might do it through the app. Just for, nice as it is writing things down. Especially like if it's similar to Gloomhaven in kind of enemy management. Gloomhaven was, as much as I love Gloomhaven, just as it was, as soon as we got the helper to start handling the health and the conditions and all of that stuff, it was just a massive improvement and just needed loads less on the table because of it. So you just read that bit and then we do like scenario 1. Yeah, they've got like separate little things. So I wonder, like, because it's a tutorial as well, we could do it like as a live thing. It depends when we can do stuff. But like, we could do it as a live stream, but I wonder if it would be nicer kind of tidied up and edited. Maybe it could go live like later on once we've learned it. But yeah, I'm very excited to jump into this, which we should be doing, hopefully, this week. I've crammed in loads of stuff into the last few days to try and free up some space. In fact, just before this, I've been filming Shadows of Kilforth, which was, I think, a very fun playthrough that should be popping up on Patreon soon. It's all falling apart. It'll all get punched and stored correctly. Don't worry. But yeah, so there's a load of stuff coming up now, including Agemonia. Hopefully, I don't want to say this week. Like, definitely not this week, because got to edit the other thing, and that'll come up next week. Hopefully, if we get to start filming it, it should be coming up on Patreon in a couple of weeks. And then whatever happens on Patreon, it'll be on the main channel a week after that. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to dive in. And who knows, like, it'd be lovely to do the whole thing, wouldn't it? We've never done a campaign like that. Like, whenever you're doing any campaign thing, it falls off, like, after the first, even the first one. Like, the second one won't carry on for as much. But I can't remember how many, it's not like it's got hundreds. It said on the box, I can see the bottom of the box easily now, can't I? It's empty. Say like 18, or 38. 18 would have been low probably, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know if we'll do 38 episodes of it, but it would be nice to do a big chunk of them, wouldn't it? And keep coming back to something. Because, yeah, since Legacy of You finished, I haven't had a ongoing thing. We'll see how long the sessions take as well. I imagine the tutorial ones will be fairly snappy. But, yeah, whatever way we do it, live or recorded, Rach will be in it and doing the story stuff, I imagine. Because, yeah, I do like, what's the app that does, like, Gloomhaven's story and stuff? It's a cool app. I can't remember the name of it. But you pay for it and it voices all of the storybook stuff for you. It's very cool, but I like just reading it. Apart from, like, I like it when... So for Madara, box 1, that had someone just narrating it like an audiobook and doing all the voices and stuff. We really enjoyed that. And I swear in God that we didn't get very far in, actually. Time and space. But that had... Was it an actor from Game of Thrones? One of the Night's Watch from the Game of Thrones was narrating it like an audiobook, and it was great as well. I don't know why I like that style better, but generally, we just have Rach reading it. Rach likes reading the stuff out as well. Hey, Anne, how's it going? Yeah, the Tales of the Red Dragon Inn is like a nice cartoony, sarcastic approach to it as well. Like, going for humour, but still being like a good dungeon crawl as well. Actually, you should invite Mr. Gaming Rules to slickerdrips HQ. He's been briefly once to the old HQ. He dropped off something on his way up north, or back from up north. But there's something coming up. To tease it, there is something coming up where we'll be in the same location. And not the expo. We'll be in the same location there. I don't think I saw him last expo. I think we saw him teaching something, and then we never saw him again. Foreteller, I think that's it, Dan. Yeah, it's got loads of games on it now, I think. So you pay. Some games are free on it. I think it's got the Madara stuff on it now, but it's like the original. They talked about like for the Madara 2 and 3 boxes, they're going to get like maybe a full-on foreteller, because they do all voice acting and sound effects and all of that stuff. And there's loads of production going into it. But yeah, for whatever reason, I really just like the audiobook style. And I thought the narrator of the Madara stuff did a great job as well. Like she can't help that the stuff changed in the book between the recording of it. I think I really enjoyed her voices for the characters and stuff as well. Like that's how it works in an audiobook, isn't it? You get used to how the narrator like voices the various characters and stuff. Like play Madara as well. I don't think we will. Definitely not on stream, and I don't think anytime soon. I've got a box sitting around that's got like a load of update stuff that I bought. Again, it's the second update pack I bought for Madara that's going to replace all of the cards again. To start again, but we probably would anyway because we'll leave it for so long. Anyway, what's coming up now? On Sunday, there is going to be a new and momentous episode of the Feast of Hemlock Vale, Arkham Horror the card game. Big things are happening. And there will be, hopefully, the next episode of Arkham on Sunday. I try for Sunday. It's been Monday the last couple of weeks because they've been big episodes. They've taken a while. And I hope that, yeah, there's stuff coming up next week that I've filmed and I need to edit now. There's probably going to be a lot of frantic editing at night and stuff to try and catch up with these bits. And an extra thing to add to that is going to be Agemonia. But yeah, Arkham Horror would be good on there. Yeah, they don't, like, Fantasy Flight don't seem to really do any of that stuff. Like, they don't make, like, it's cool. Like, even if you didn't use the narration for the story bits, I'm sure we'll try it. But then, like, if we do a playthrough, I don't know about, can I use that? I guess so, because it's in a free app. Like, with the foreteller stuff, it was paid, and I thought, best not, we'll just read it. But yeah, it'd be easier for Rach. But then we get to have story time with Rach if Rach reads it out. Can you get Rach to do some accents when she's reading the story? Rach absolutely refuses. She does do voices, but she shouldn't do accents. She just give the characters little flourishes, which she then, understandably, after we have a little break and come back to it after a couple of weeks, she can't remember what voices everyone had. Because she did, even though she wasn't playing in it, she did all the voices for Tales from the Red Dragon Inn as well. She did the narration bits later. But it would be good, even like, it would be good to narrate those story passages, especially since like the campaign's increasingly since, what's the Antarctic one? Can't remember. Edge of the Earth and Scarlet Keys, especially the amount of story that is in them now. Like not Crimson Vale. What's Crimson Vale? Feast of Hemlock Vale is like balancing it between, there's still loads of story, but it's kind of mixed up in prelude scenarios and stuff. So yeah, it would be nice to. It's great on Arkham cards that you can just press like the codex and it just all appears for you. But even better if you could get the stuff to play. But I think, don't the people that are involved, is it Mythos Busters? Don't they make Arkham cards, or they're involved with the app in some way? And if you go on Patreon to them, then you can have their reading of all of the Arkham stuff. Like, I haven't seen that, because again, we don't really mind reading it. It's cool having like the options and stuff. But Rach likes reading stuff out, and I like having Rach read stuff out. So yeah, we should be seeing Agemonia quite soon, because I'm hoping to start getting it played. And since the first scenarios that you saw, maybe I like Paul Grogan of Gaming Rules, who is live shortly with the Q&A at 5. He's done the official, I think, how to plays for all of this. There's a few videos, so maybe I need to watch them to get a primer. Maybe the tutorializing does a good enough job and I can just jump right in. We'll see. But yeah, it's getting played through soon. Arkham on Sunday. Loads of stuff kind of in the pipeline that needs editing that I need to catch up on. That will be coming up very soon, starting next week. And I'll be live with something next week. I'm not quite sure what it is. and maybe I'll cave and get a load of minis and stuff. But I don't think so, because it would just delay it as well. Like, the way it is with standees and stuff, maybe I can find time to paint our characters, because that's like 2, maybe 3 minis. I need to find out whoever's got that lizard and probably choose them. But yeah, if you joined late, where's the tray that had the minis in it? Have a look at the minis. If the camera will, we could zoom right in with the, well, not that far because it's kind of tall, isn't it? We'll end with some minis again. Get these out of the way so these aren't taller than it, and it should focus in on them nicely. Yeah, I assume it's him because he's next to the lizard. It could be this big dude. Could zoom right in, couldn't we? And scroll up like credits on them. Looking lovely. Don't know anything about them yet, but they've got their little storybooks, haven't they? I wonder how it's going to go. It'll be interesting seeing it. Mr. Gaming Rules should do an in-person teach. He should. Tell him get up here. I'm going to be driving down there. He'll be up here for the expo soon enough, won't he? That's in a few weeks. So yes, all sorts of stuff coming up. I hope you're looking forward to it because I am very excited to get playing. I wonder, can we find that person? I keep talking like I'm about to end it, which I am, but I can find that character. Is that him? Is that a flaming sword? Like a flaming spear? That looks like him. Extra maneuver. You haven't got anything on there that mentions... Ooh, stories. Shall we finish with a story? I'm looking for somebody that mentions lizard familiar. I think everyone's got like a focus action and extra maneuver. And then, oh, we must get these like straight away as we're doing the... I think they're the names of the 2 tutorial characters. Shall we have a look at Matajam's story? Zoom out a little bit. In his youth, Matajam was a prime example of the Patangan scout. All 4 arms worked seamlessly with bow, knife, and the forest. He hunted, gathered herbs, and sacrificed to the totems. As an adult, he started a family and got a job, becoming a middle manager in Amethyst Order's forestry operations, overseeing the felling of trees he once climbed. The spreading fungal plague would destroy the Clacker jungle anyway, he told himself. He put down his loincloth and knife and donned the robes of a civilized southerner. He was moderately successful but constantly unhappy. That was when Matajam was visited by the spirit animal Nalem, who called him to a shamanistic quest of epic proportions. Matajam bid his family farewell, put on his travelling clothes once again, honed his old knife, and restrung his bow. Instead of destroying the Clacker jungle, his quest is now to save it from demons and the fungal plague. So he can be a ranger shaman, an assassin witch. I feel like Rach might go for the assassin witch, a hydromancer telepath, a marauder pyroblade. Some people are buried under other things. We could see one more. A knight paladin. Got to be honourable, looking for our ancestral Gwyvern scale shield. I'm excited. It's going to be great. Let's do a joint stream from the expo. Does Paul stream from the expo? I don't normally... Oh, the green screen's getting involved. I don't normally because I can't get signal a lot. And at the expo, we're usually just running around. And then I sit down for a Five Guys. I don't know if we'll be doing that this year, though. Trying to be good. Oh, a Blade Master Aox Hunter. So yes, stuff is coming up amongst them, Agemonia, which I'm very excited for. And when it arrives, I've been expecting an email for weeks now, because they said, oh, you can late pledge, and then when the money gets taken out, that means it's going to get shipped. Money got taken out weeks ago now. But we hope, and we've got a load to get on with in between then, haven't we? So Slay the Spire is still coming, because that won the vote. I think that stormed the vote. But yeah, when it arrives, it'll be on the way. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. If you're about in 15 minutes, Paul Grogan on Gaming Rules will be doing a Q&A, which I'll try and catch later. We are going for a meal. So have a lovely evening, everybody, and I will see you on Sunday for some Arkham Horror, and next week for some more some recorded stuff, some early stuff's coming up. I guess Stupid Mondays on Monday. That's going to be coming up on Patreon soon as well. I'll probably post that tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye, 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 bye.